Hello everyone and welcome back to More to the Edge of the Sky Book 1, everyone. Yes, we are back for more of this game because in the last episode we have just finished off on trying to piece together Six's route slash story in this game, or at least in this book 1. And yeah, but that's what we've been doing throughout the entire time after we finished off the remaining 3 chapters that were in for book 1. We did 9, we did 8, no, we did 9, we did 0, we did 4, and now we did 6. Now this time we are going back to do 5. I said I was going to do 5 because for the most part, going through a lot of the routes and trying to, like, you know, select choices that matter to, like, the person that we're trying to focus in on, I see that there's a lot of choices that we can involve 5 in. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do the thing that I always been doing. It was to start from the very beginning. It's just so I don't kind of miss anything or whatever. But anyways, regardless, speaking of which, I will also be skipping out on certain parts of the stories that don't really involve much on 5. That includes a majority of the beginning parts, I guess the prologue of this game. So please, guys, if you want a more coherent story for the entirety of this game so far, please watch some of my other Let's Play, starting from, I guess, Phase 1, I believe. I think Phase 1 is a good place to start. I realize that it might still have some of the characters as the BTS members before the whole update, but regardless, I think the more important bits is the dialogue. So the dialogue and the story and the like, how it plays out is basically the same minus the character change. So as long as you have that, it's fine. We can, you know, worry about the character change like afterwards. But yeah, so I will try to include as much as I can in terms of 5, but otherwise, yes, a lot of it will be skipped out. A lot of this chapters or a lot of these episodes going forward will be kind of chopped into pieces, just kind of like trying to, you know, involve 5 more than anything else. But anyways, that's it. That's all I need to say. Just a PSA again, in case you guys have just been are just tuning in to this episode and haven't watched my previous ones that I've been doing. Then I'm just letting you guys know I'm just doing a forewarning. So then, without further ado, let's go on ahead and try to meet up with 5 for the first time. Okay, so I'm going to include a little bit here. I think we can get a few questions, a few options here in terms of getting to know 5 a bit more. We're on our mission. We meet 5 and 8 officially when we got to the airship that they kind of like commandeered, and they, like, you know, what's it called, like hypnotize or whatever, do that little funky little magic charm thing on like the pilot to take us back to like the headquarters of Kairos. So this is where we are. We chose either between the emissary unit or the infiltration unit. Emissary unit is with 5, infiltration unit is with 8, but either way, regardless, this is our team. I think I did a lot of the choices already in, I think, an episode that's clearly dedicated to just doing all these other choices that we can make. That should include 5's route questions here too. It might be still, again, there's the forewarning, it might be before the whole, like, a character change where, like, again, the sprites of the operatives were still BTS members, but regardless, the question still remains the same. So just kind of go through that, and then you'll catch up and you'll be able to see any of the choices that you may have been interested in that I might have skipped out here just for the sake of not repeating the same content again. So yeah, so what are we doing here? So yeah, we're just kind of talking, trying to like plan and be like, yeah, so, like, you know, infiltration unit is taking care of getting the doors open. Emissary, we're trying to guide them and we're trying to lay out a plan with all, like, the map layouts that 3 had, and we're like, okay, so, you know, 50-50 chances that, you know, the place is empty, but once we head to the basement or to the, like, the main floor, I think, it's like all their forces will be concentrated there, so it's a risk factor either way in terms of falling into, like, a potential trap. So yes, we are here. So whoa. Yeah, So just find the elevators is what we suggest. So 5 says we might get it right on the first try if we start in the middle, and 9 was like, even so, if the leaders are here, there are likely strong fighters left to defend them, and we should trust each other to clear the way, but still remain vigilant. And we're like, don't worry, 0 and I are with you, and we can provide backup to infiltration too if they need it. And 5 is just like, I'm glad you came with us. Yes, yay. I smile back at 5, yet again, wondering how this cherub-like man could be in Phantom Alpha. Well, he's, you know, cute but deadly. We quietly make our way through the empty hallways headed towards the other side of the building. We have to wait for the infiltration team to give us the all clear each time, so we end up doing a lot of waiting. Yeah, so I find myself glancing at the 2 new members I don't know well from time to time. Yeah, so because we didn't meet 8 or 5 before the whole choosing your partner for the compatibility test, we never got that option, so I just went with like whoever was there. So finally, since all there is to do is wait, I decided to just ask them a question. Who should I ask? Of course we're gonna ask 5. So hey 5, yes. Yes, yeah. Can I ask you a question? Yes, sure. Okay, so I'm gonna save here just as a bookmark for myself in case I accidentally go a little too ham on the fast forward button. But yes, so sure, yes. What do you want to know? How did you get into phase? How did you handle fights if they come up? How do you like being an operative? So I'm just gonna go with... Let's ask him this, knowing by the end of this book how it played out. I want to know, like, let's see how he likes it. So, how did you join phase? I just did. Oh, immediately sensing I've asked something wrong, I tried to backtrack. I'm sorry, I didn't know it was personal. I should have thought it through. I should have thought through it. It's okay. Being an operative isn't personal for everyone. He doesn't say anymore. He doesn't say anymore, but the implication of what he didn't say is enough. I'm sorry, 5. Please forget I ever asked. Yeah, done. Ah, wow. Yes, the wrong answer, wrong question to ask because, you know, what happened. Anyways, regardless, that is it, I think, for 5's interaction. Again, this whole operation is going to play out the same way. I'm going to skip out on majority of them, so I will see you then. I will catch you guys up. Okay, so I'm going to include this part a little bit here because we're going to have more options and choices to interact with 5 later on. But anyways, yeah, so we've made our plan. We've all got together with 10, and everyone suggested that the plan was to infiltrate back into our base phase because it got captured, and to do so we needed to put 5 undercover. So 6 and 0 went out to go find the disguise, the carrier disguise, the costume, the uniform for Cairo's delivery service to break into phase, and then of course we meet up with 4, and then afterwards 4 sets up the whole sniper vantage point, and then 5 is obviously supposed to lure the commander at the top to as the delivery person, and then that's when 4 takes a shot, and that's how we get the headquarters back. So anyways, here we are. We're just waiting on 0 and 6 to come back from, you know, getting the uniform, and we run into 5 here because we're frustrated and we're like, wow, why can't I do anything or do anything right? Everyone seems to know what to do except for me, and I feel so completely lost. So yeah. So 7. Oh, I thought you were 0. Yes, but this is much better. Oh, hello. Oh, sorry. No, he's not back yet. Good. That means we have some time. We have some more time. Do you want to come in and talk? Yes. Talk, but didn't I wake you? No, I couldn't sleep anyway. Yeah. Oh, of course he can. He's got the biggest part of this mission. Yeah. He must need a distraction. Sure, we can talk if you don't mind. 5 responds by reaching out and grabbing my wrist. Whoa. Oh, he's stronger than I thought. With a tug, I'm pulled back into 5's room. And here we are, yes. So 5 pulls me into his dark room. It's unexpectedly dark here. It's very dark. 5, what? But before I can say anything else, the gentle glow of the stars outside draws my attention. Drawn to them like a moth to light, I walk towards the window. Standing in front of the bed, I look down. I see nothing but endless purple clouds drifting along. I hear 5's voice beside me, but can't turn away to look. It's pretty, right? Yes. I nod. So I love the stars. Why are the lights off? Climb on the bed to look for a better look. Now we're gonna say I love the stars. The stars! I love the stars. They make me feel like I'm home. Yes. Is that why you wear that pretty scarf? Yes. I glance at 5 and he points down to my waist scarf. It is. When I came here, I changed into clothes I thought would suit me, not only as a fighter, but as a respectable Olympian citizen. But before I'd left my clan, they'd given me this scarf. It was their way of telling me that they'd miss me, but it was also so that I'd always remember home. Why stars, though? Stars are very important to me, to my life. I was born on the night of the starfall. It's 27 years ago. That's why I was given the last name Starwind. Yes, wow, that's amazing. You're amazing. Haha, you're amazing. Oh, well, thanks. It's not like I chose the day of my birth, though. That's cool. That's so cool, though. Someone decided you would be born on that special day, so it means you're special. Aw, thanks, Five. So, what did you want to talk about? Yes. Do you want to sit on the bed and watch the stars with me? Yes. That sounds nice. Yeah, but I'll stand. Or, maybe we can turn on the lights? Okay, we can turn on a little more, so it won't ruin the view. Yeah. Monitor lights on. Yay! Clap, clap. In an instant, the room brightens and I feel some of my anxiety fade. As I agreed to, I sit on the bed next to Five, cross-legged. He does the same, mimicking my position. So, how are you feeling? I'm fine. Are you really? You're not nervous? Five frowns. For a moment, I think I've said something wrong. I always say something wrong with him. I want to be cool in front of you, so I did want to say it. But I am nervous. I'm scared. Yes. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry for asking. It's okay. I'm glad I could tell someone, actually. It's hard to tell the others sometimes. Especially when 8 is already really worried. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. It's difficult. Oh, I'm sure. It's difficult being in these kind of dangerous situations with someone you care about. But I felt like I could tell you right away. You're really nice. Aw. But don't tell 8 or the others. Okay? Yeah, I nod. I promise. 5 holds out a pinky. For a second, I blink at it. Then I smile. It reminds me of the promises the clans' children used to do with me all the time. I lock my pinky with 5's and shake his. 5? Is it okay if I ask you a question? You don't have to answer if you don't want to. Go ahead. I'll try my best to answer. Yes, so how do you feel about being a shifter? Can you tell me more about your class? Are you and 8 close? Well, this is a no-brainer. They're soulmates. So, we're gonna just say, tell me more about your class. I haven't gotten a chance to read up on most of the classes here. By the way, guys, I forgot to mention as well, I will link certain episodes that will have these choices that I've done all of them, so that you don't have to go digging through like all of my playlists just to kind of find where it would be. So yeah, so just if you guys are interested and you want to see the rest of the choices and any other scenes that may have like been cut out and that you wanted to kind of see, please check the links above in the videos. It will kind of pop out and it would direct you towards there. But anyways, regardless, let's continue. So I haven't got a chance to read up on most of the classes here. What exactly do shifters do? Well, we're used in a lot of different ways, but infiltration is a big one. Yes. How do you infiltrate exactly? By going undercover? Yes, I disguise myself as someone who exists. Or sometimes I create an entirely new persona. It's fun because I get to act, wear makeup, and change my clothes and hair a lot. I get to try a lot of different looks. That does sound fun. I rarely ever had the opportunity to do anything like that in the Wastelands. We should go shopping sometime. Yay! Oh, I'm not sure if my fashion sense is good enough. I don't know anything about trends in Olympia. It's okay. I'll help you find a good look. Your current one is so cool already. Aww. And you're very pretty, so I think I'll have a lot of fun choosing new styles. Stop. Thank you. I'll look forward to it then. Is there anything else to know about shifters? Well, there's a lot we can do as long as it involves gaining people's trust in disguises. Our odds are always geared to pheromone release, so people will trust us easier. 5 adds in a small voice. The only downside is that I spend a lot of my life as other people. Sometimes I start to get me mixed up. Yeah. 5 looks so sad. I want to say something, do something, but I'm not sure if anything I could say would be good enough. I reach out and grab his hand with my gloved one. It's okay. Yeah. 5 looks up in surprise. It's okay because they're all you, right? There can't be any fake 5s. It all comes from you. So it's okay. You can't lose yourself when you're already you. I'm relieved when 5 smiles. That makes sense. Thanks, 7. 5 gives my hand a squeeze back. We have a lot of reasons to fight for, don't we? Yes, thank you for reminding me of that. Yes. Could I have a hug? Yes! I'ma hug him. Yes. 5 holds his arms out expectantly. I'm surprised by the request, but I can't think of any reasons to say no, especially if it helps him calm his nerves. I walk into 5's arms and give him a tight, friendly squeeze. People in Phase don't even touch each other, so it's so different from my clan. So it's nice to see 5 is like this. Reminds me of home. Five gives me a squeeze back, and I realize he's a lot more fit than I expected, but still soft. We're friends now, okay? Yes, of course! I start to reply, but then I hear the pressure of the airlock opening. I begin to step back. And it's Zero! Yes, so Five, I got your... I step back and turn to face Zero. So he stands there looking back and forth between Five and I. I greet him with a smile. Zero! I'm so glad you're safe. Yes, yeah. Am I interrupting anything? Nah, no, we're done talking. I examine the pile of clothes Zero is holding. Looks like your mission went well, though. Yeah, well done. So yeah, thanks. Zero tosses the pile of clothes at Five. Get dressed. Yeah. Off we go. Without another word, Zero leaves the room. Realizing what he said, I decide to follow suit. But before I leave, I look back at Five. He's holding the clothes with a focused and distant look on his face. See you later, Five. I know your mission is tough, but you'll be okay. I just know it. I can tell you're a strong person in your own way. So thanks, Seven. So I'll do my best for everyone. The last thing I see is Five's bittersweet smile before closing the door. Okay. We're gonna fast on forward. I feel like we're going to do a couple of like waiting around in terms of like seeing Five in action because we need to like wait for Fours to meet up with us. So we kind of like fiddle around with our like ARO vision. So we're gonna go to that and see what's up. Okay, oops, I accidentally went a little too ham on the thing, the fast forward button. But here, I've already shown you this scene as well too. It's basically we're keeping track of Five, and he's dressed up, disguised as the carrier, the Kairos delivery person, and he runs into Marissa. Basically, Marissa is one of the phase operatives that's kind of walking around, and she kind of like stops him for a quick second and was like, "Hey, who are you? What are you doing here?" And Five is just like, "Can't you tell? I'm the delivery guy," kind of thing. "I'm here to deliver an important package. I'm a Kairos person thing." And then before Marissa was like kind of hesitant on letting him like pass on through, the Kairos operative, this dude, comes in and was like, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" kind of thing. And Five was just playing it cool and was like, "Yeah, what's it called?" Yeah, so Marissa was like, "There's this weird guy wandering," and Five was like, "She was sticking her nose into things that had nothing to do with her." And the dude was like, as people so often do. And the man gestures to Marissa, "So get back to your room until we call for you." So the woman looks as if she wants to say something more, but briskly walks off instead. So Five's like, I'm looking for the guy in charge here." The operative eyes Five up and down. I swallow as he does. Will he recognize him? And the guy's like, "Are you from ADS?" And Five's like, you don't recognize my uniform? One of your other people let me in and ran out to get you." The man's eyes narrow at Five. "So how did you know who I was? You aren't the one in charge here. You matched the description I was given by our client." So I can see the man visibly relax. "No, I am. So I don't have the item prepared though. So you're a bit early. It might take a while. So that's fine. I expected as much. So is there somewhere I can wait?" "Wait? Yes. So I've been working a long shift, to be honest. I get that. Same for me tonight. So you understand, right? It's exhausting and I missed dinner. Would it be okay if I use your cafeteria?" So come with me. So thank you." So they go off. They're all buddy now. So I let out a breath I had been holding as the two begin to walk down the hall. So there we go. So the sub-leader brings Five to the cafeteria. There's almost no one in the cafeteria except two Kairos ops who are probably there as guards. "I'll have someone send for you in a little bit. So do you know how long it'll take?" "So I want to make sure I finish eating." The man shrugs. "We're dealing with a lot of security, so could be a half hour or more." "Oh wow, so that's fine. Good luck." Yeah, the man grunts and turns to leave, but then looks back at Five. "Don't leave this area." "Yes, I don't want to have to kill you." Wow, so threatening. Did you have to say that? So of course, "I promise you that the only reason I'm here is to complete my job." So the man grunts again and leaves the room. Five watches the man leave before making his next move. 6. There are two guards, so already on it. So Five simply turns and begins walking towards the bar while whistling, so I can't see the two guards anymore. A few moments later, Six's voice comes over the comms. "Done. Wow. Your materials are behind the bar." So thanks, Six. The target has left. I'll shift then. Five moves to lift his shirt. "Oh, yes." Then pauses. "Oh, since there's a girl on the team now, should I turn the OFV off?" "Yes, you should, but I wouldn't complain if you don't want to." I quickly move to turn it off myself. "Yes." So through the comms I say, "It's okay, I'm not watching." With a sigh, I count our blessings that everything is going well so far, so I better do another check to make sure I'm alone before reactivating the OFV. So nodding to myself, I set out to do just that. Yes, do a perimeter check. So after checking the building again, I find that I'm still in fact alone. So a good thing, but a little creepy, and I'm getting tired again. At least the rain stopped. Yeah. So I'll just check on them again. So it's good to know your team's status, right? Yes. So I'm gonna save here just as a little bookmark again. And this is where we can check on 5 instead of we can check on 0. So there he is, his new gear, his new phase gear. Ooh, looking so snazzy. So when I turn back on 5's OFV, I'm surprised to see him actually casually wandering the corridors. Yeah, this time just differently. He must be looking for Rosuke. So 8's voice comes over the comms. Hey 5, don't forget that guy will be looking for you. What do you think he'll do if he comes and you're not there? Speed up the pace, will you? So 5's voice is a playful whisper as he peeks into an empty room. You worry too much. I know what I'm doing, so it won't be good if I look like I'm in a rush. So 5 continues striding down the hall until a woman comes into view. Oh yes, that's another Kairos operative. Hey, 5 stops in his tracks. Sup? Where are you headed? Why'd you want to know? That hair. What about it? Yes, something shifts about 5, but I can't tell what it is. The woman's body becomes noticeably more relaxed. You're Phoenix, right? Yeah, so? I've heard about you joining recently, but I thought you were down at Phase HQ. So 5 shrugs. Well, things are pretty chill there, so they sent me here. Oh, why'd they send a kid? Do they think we can't handle it? Oh, 5 shrugs again. Hell if I know. Probably just wanted more ground covered. You think I'm gonna question the freaking boss? I love the way he just talks street when it comes to just talking to Kairos people. Like, well, you've got a point there. There's no doubt a rookie questioning her would annoy the boss. Just be careful. These aren't bureaucrats like Phase HQ. Yeah, okay, highly trained deadly operatives, blah blah. The OFV moves a little unsteadily and I narrow my eyes. Did 5 sway just then, or did I just imagine it? Right, he was using his, Augs. We all know by now Phase is a giant pain in the ass. Heh, that's right. So keep your wits about you. I don't want to see more unnecessary deaths. The 5 gives a brief nod and the woman finally walks down the hall. 5 keeps striding along as if nothing happened. You did well, 5. Of course, it was mostly thanks to my intel. My suspicions were right. Looks like Kairos really does know all of their members. Who cares about your suspicions right now? I'm sorry. Yeah, that was scary. Everything could have ended right there. I can't believe you're so calm. I'm not really. But I trust these data. Naturally. Okay, guys. Keep going. 5 enters another hallway and peeks into another room. His voice comes in again as a whisper. Found Rosuke. No enemies seem to be around either. I'm going in now. Without waiting for an answer, he steps inside the room. Yes. The medical lab. This is where Dr. Park works. So I wonder if she's okay. Well, I don't care about her. So a blonde man whips around to face 5 immediately. Sergeant Rosuke? How did you find me, Kairos Worm? So you have 5 seconds. If you do not give me a good answer, I will not hesitate to break your neck. Hey, please don't hurt me. I'm a friend, and I have a message for you. A message from whom? From friends that want to take back your home. Prove it. Yes. 10 knew you'd say that. They said to tell you that you still owe them for that broken table in their room. They said they'd kill you if you messed this up. Yeah. Heh, sounds like 10. Alright, so maybe I believe you. What's the message? 5 takes out a small data device and holds it out to Rosuke. Rosuke glares down at it before quickly grabbing it out of 5's hand and going over to a nearby computer. Is 4 here? Rosuke glances at 5, looking suspicious as ever. No, he left to go find a way out of this mess. I assume that he is healed enough. I had no intentions of stopping him. Oh, yeah, he's a dude kind of guy. He gets his own shit done. So after tapping at the computer for a bit, Rosuke quickly reads whatever he sees on the screen. However, I will locate him and pass him the message. You should leave before you put us both at any more risk. Right, so thank you. Okay, so 5 gives Rosuke a slight bow and heads for the door. 9, I'm going back to the cafeteria now. Good job, 5. So you've done perfectly. Thank you. So I'll shift again and try to stall the leader as long as possible. So just be careful, alright? That guy didn't seem very friendly. I'll be fine. I can make friends with anyone, remember? Yes, of course. Okay, so I'm drawn out of the visuals I was watching by a sound, and this is where 4 approaches. We're going to skip on all the whole operation. It succeeds. We find 5 having a breakdown, after he basically was front row seat of the guy getting shot in the head by 4. So we can skip out on that. Nothing, again, too much has changed. Please refer back to the, I think, phase 1 or 2. I don't know. Anyways, I'll link it up on the top somewhere, okay, guys? So let's just go on ahead and skip, and I will stop you guys and catch you guys up again. I mean, we can talk about this. So we just got off the lift with Zero, who was taking us to Dr. Static here to have our little therapy session. And we were able to ask a couple questions after she was like, what are you curious about? And I choose to talk about Five's mental breakdown, the one that he had after, the mission was finished. So actually it's about another operative, Five. So, Five, so I heard that you were there right after the phase leader was killed. Well, kind of. I was. Four and I ran down as soon as possible. So when I got there, Five was crouched down, crying. I felt so powerless and confused. I don't understand why someone like him is on the team. I'm so sad for him. It isn't something a hug can fix. It's going to happen to him again, I bet. And I can't stand that I don't know what to do or how to help him. That's understandable. You all have very difficult jobs. Some people have a harder time enduring the stress of it than others. That's good to know it's normal. But honestly, the feelings I'm having, it's like because of everything. It's like because of everything. You mean everything that's happened. Yes, leaving my clan, coming to phase. I didn't realize it was a phase commander. What? Or maybe the phase commander defected. I can't remember. I thought it was a Kairos leader or commander that was like in charge of like when phase was taken over, but whatever, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so we're gonna skip on ahead again until we come back to anything related to 5 until further notice. Okay, so we find 8 in the lounge, and he was doing his little like simulator thing, and we can get to talking about him, but we're gonna ask about 5. So how did you get to know 5 so well? How's 5 doing? So let's just ask how 5's doing. So is it okay if it's okay to ask how is 5 doing? So a shout out passes over 8's face. He's hanging in there. 5 has been through bad times before. He'll be fine soon, don't worry. Yes, so 8? Yes, and here comes 5. Here comes 5. A familiar voice interrupts our conversation. I look over to see someone completely unexpected standing there. Yay, 5. So shouldn't you be resting? I wanted to see you. I'm feeling better today. And 7's here too. Yay! So 5 walks over to our table and sits down next to 8. Hi 7. Yes, hi 5. High 5! I'm so glad to see you up and about. Yes, I wanted to spend time with 8, but I'm glad you're here too. Well, if you're sure you're feeling well enough, I feel better around you guys. Yeah, I'm glad then. So what were you talking about when I came in? You. Before I can open my mouth, 8 speaks up. Oh, just about life here. The job. The job? Well, I mean my class. Well, not really. 7 here is interested in sirens, so why did he have to put it like that? I'm interested in learning about everyone's classes. Everyone's class, including shifters. I want to learn how to work together well. Dr. Park said teams do better if they get to know more about each other. Yeah. Oh, that's true. So shifters aren't that much different from sirens in how they're used. 8 gently shakes his drink, the ice cubes hitting the side of the glass. That's right. Yeah, we're both infiltration classes. And we both gain people's trust by simply going along with however they see us. Perception is reality. That's what they teach shifters. So that makes sense. Although you two don't look it, I guess it might be pretty scary for the enemy, never knowing who they can trust. By now, they should know the saying, every rose has its thorns. But isn't that hard on you guys? Yeah. How? People do what they have to survive, even in phase. It isn't like how things were before the climate changed. Everyone has to find a way to be useful, to not be a burden. Yes. I think you of all people would understand that as a drifter. Besides that, the attention is always nice. So I do understand what you're saying, and I don't mean to offend you, but I can't help wonder how difficult my comrades' jobs are too. Maybe it's not my business, but doesn't it bother you? The fake love you see, the way you have to act, dress or act, or the problems with consent. We had this whole conversation before. I usually just choose the problems with consent because that is a very tricky, fine line to kind of balance on. The problems with consent. Your jobs require you to deceive someone. You pretend to be someone you're not, force them into trusting you, and then betray it. Shouldn't you be more considerate of what just happened? Wait, I'm sorry, Five. So I shouldn't be talking about something this heavy so soon. So no, I'm glad you are. So almost no one wants to talk about this here. Anyway, we don't force someone to into trusting us. They do it because they like us and want to. You're putting them into a situation where they can't say no. And what about the OGs? As you saw, the OGs won't work if someone doesn't want it. Besides, do you ask consent to punch someone? Right, the way your classes do things is a lot more gentle. The way our classes do things is a lot more gentle. Even if they normally never would have said yes. We simply help them make them more open to suggestion. They want to be around us. For a while, they're happy and everyone wins. So I sigh. I can see that things work much more differently here than what I'm used to. I have to maintain an open mind. There's always a reason why things are the way they are. I decided to change subjects completely to lighten the atmosphere. And then we talk about our cat. So I'm gonna skip out on this conversation here because it's gonna play out the same way. Six comes in and he's gonna say that we're on a mission. I'm gonna completely skip out on that mission too because we've gone through it before. Okay, so we have gone through the mission briefing with Six and Rosuke, and then here we are. We have the option to think about a certain person, and that person can either be 0 or 5. And well, we think about 5 because we can. So I can't get the sad look 5 had out of my head. And the fact that he revealed to me his real name. Yes. Oh yeah, he did reveal that. I think it's before we left. So he must really trust me. I feel guilty about bringing up everything I did in front of 5. Maybe I was too strong-willed about it. Dad always did say I was stubborn. 8 just annoys me with that careless attitude. But 5, he didn't seem to feel that same way as 8 did. I just want to talk to him again and apologize. Right, this time I won't mess up and we'll have a nice normal chat about normal things. Putting on my ARO, I tap on the display and search for 5's location on the ARO map. I'm both surprised and relieved to see it's no longer in the sim room. Looks like the rooftop garden. Without hesitation, I make my way to 5's flashing dot on the map. 5! When I get there, 5 is sitting on a bench with his head back, eyes closed. I slowly approach him. Hi, 5. I can't get over saying that. Hi, 5. So 5's eyes shoot open. 7. Yes, did you come to see me? Yes, I did. I sit down next to 5. Yep. So I felt bad I had to rush off like that. I wanted to apologize if I made you uncomfortable with anything I said. 5 frowns and shakes his head. No, it's the truth. It's better to talk about it. Sometimes it feels like everyone here knows there's something wrong, but they won't talk about it. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what 5 means, but his voice sounds so heavy and sad that I want to change the subject anyway. After everything that happened, are you doing okay? 5 gives me a big smile. Oh my god, this is like a little bit of a bug here. I'm fine. Do you feel any better lately? Yes, a lot better. And 8 has been spending a lot of time with me. Monarch Chu, yeah. I'm happy. So 5 seems pretty relaxed right now. Should I ask him something? Sure, let's do that. I think I've done this before anyway. So yeah, what happened back then? May I ask about it? What do you like to do outside of work? Is there anywhere you'd like to go? Should we get... I mean, we just talked about changing the subject because of how sad he and bothered he is about it. We can't ask it about it again. But anyways, I feel like I've done this before as well too. I will look for the link, and it should be there somewhere. It'll be on the screen. Yeah, and you'll find it. Don't worry. So let's just ask him this. So what do you like to do outside of work? I'm curious about operative life. No one has really talked to me much about it. Shopping, yes, but 5 frowns. I'm not allowed to go out usually. So what? Why? Because I'm a shifter. 5 looks down. So people shouldn't know my face. Oh, I guess that makes sense, but... So I shop online a lot, and people bring me back new things. 8 especially, yes. I'm allowed to go out with permission though. A couple of times a month, and not the same location or areas. And not to the same location or areas. So it's not so bad, right? Oh, yes. Well, that's not too bad. I frowned though. Yeah, is it really okay to give up so much freedom for our jobs? Maybe I just see the world differently as a drifter, but I wouldn't want to live like that. Yes, like a caged animal. I wonder why someone like 5 would take on this kind of job. Well, the gag is that he didn't want to. I want to know, but something like that seems deeply personal. I'm sure for him to come here, he must have had strong reason. I don't think I can ask that just yet. Another question pops into my mind. I have just one other question. Nothing bad, yes? Do you want me to call you 5 or Daehyun? Yeah, if it's just us two, please call me Daehyun. 8 does sometimes. But he's always too worried about getting used to it and calling me that on a mission. A shifter's identity is the most important thing we have. We're taught to safeguard it, keep it secret and spotless. So I can't be reckless, but it's the name my family gave me, so I want to be called that. So I see, I understand. Yeah, thank you so much for trusting me with your name. It doesn't feel right that I know his and he doesn't know mine though. I decide to rectify that. Well then, you should know mine. I stick out a hand to Daehyun. Hana Starwind. Yeah, pleased to meet you. 5. No, Daehyun stares at my hand, looking blank. I suddenly feel insecure. This is how they do it in Olympia, right? Daehyun bursts into laughter and reaches out to shake my hand. Yes. It's just that no one ever gave me their first name so fast. No one ever gave me their name so fast. It just called me crazy at first. I laughed too. I guess he's just a bit more cautious than us. It's a lot more fun being crazy when you have someone to do it with. I agree, yes. That afternoon, we chat a little more about this and that before I go back into my room. Feeling like I just made my first close friend within the team. Ah, so cute! Okay, chapter 3, we're gonna skip on the entire thing because it's the mission. So yeah. So we skipped on the entire mission with 6 and 4. We all know how that played out, and we also skipped out on meeting up with our brother and Temperance. We didn't get the option to have 5 come along with us because again, the whole thing where he's not allowed to leave all that often because he's a shifter. So it makes sense. So I brought along 6 instead. But anyways, we're here. We passed our test, our little test where we were front row seat to 10 killing magician. And now we are back in our room and we get to, we're looking through our emails and we see, of course, we're gonna choose 5. We're gonna see 5's email and see what that's all about. I don't think, have I been able to choose 5 before? I have no idea, but anyways, regardless, we're gonna see what 5 has to say. So 5, I can't help but worry about that guy. In some ways, he's like a big kid or even a little brother. Out of everyone here, in a lot of ways, he reminds me of my clan's people the most. I smile when I see a message there from him. I'm glad he checked in with me. I click on it, still smiling. 7! Heart. We haven't spoken in a while and it makes me really sad. It makes me feel really sad. I miss you already. I know I'm surprised too. But no one else on the team makes me feel as comforted as you do. Maybe it's because we never had a woman on our team before? No, anyways, now it's like I can't go back to how things used to be. The guys are all so boring and 8 is so bossy compared to you. I need 7. He's so cute. We have to go shopping together when you come back, okay? Yes, okay. So do well on your test so you can hurry back. I miss you. Heart. Sad face, frowny face. P.S. I'm really sorry that you got hurt, but I'm glad you're okay now. Aw, Kang Daehyun. Ah, he's so cute. He used his real name. My heart feels so warm and full after reading Fize's message. It was short and to the point, but full of genuine warmth and happiness. Something that is so sorely lacking within these cold walls. I feel like I absolutely have to respond right now. Not just with any message, but a good one. Enough to give him back even a fraction of the feeling he just gave me. But I admit, maybe it's also the loneliness and isolation of the past few weeks getting to me. Okay, so we're gonna skip on all that. We're gonna write the same message, I think. It's gonna be the same generic thing, and then 9 is going to come in. We're gonna talk to 9, and then yeah, I'll come to the point where we mentioned that another operative or another guy has been like helping us kind of like adjust and settle and like talking and like being okay kind of thing, making sure we're fine. And we mentioned 5 and 9 is just gonna be like, he's gonna mention a couple of comments here and there. But anyways, that's it. I'm gonna skip on to that part. And one of the other guys did try to cheer me up. There we go. So I could swear I see something flash in 9's eyes. He sounds genuinely interested when he speaks next. Really? Yes. Who was it? 5, actually. Yes. 5. He's probably the friendliest of us. The friendliest out of all of us, so I'm not surprised. Yes, 5 reminds me of my people. I think that's why we get along so well. Yes. Really? How so? Just the overall relaxed, welcoming atmosphere. We also touch and hug a lot more than Olympians. Well, 5 is from an island, so I can see why he'd have a relaxed atmosphere, yes. 9 pauses and then asks somewhat awkwardly, do you two hug a lot too? Yeah, I do, yeah. Not a lot, but we have. Something about Nine's question suddenly makes me feel shy and uncomfortable, so I add, I think 5 just needs a lot of comfort. It's a tough job and he's a person who likes physical affection, I think, so it's platonic for now. It's true that people express affection in different ways. Be careful of doing that inside phase where people can see you. Hugs are perceived a little differently here, and there's rules against romantic relationships. Right, I unexpectedly find my face heating up and look away. Thanks for the heads up. Yeah, I take a deep breath, turning my attention to the sky in front of me. Yes, the sun is almost gone. Okay, so we're gonna be invited to the briefing, the meeting, and then I don't know where else we're gonna stop, but I'll stop it. I'll catch you guys up, don't worry about it. Okay, here we go, oh my god. Okay, so I skipped out on the entirety of the last chapter, because it plays out the same way. We went on that mission with 5 and 0. Everything went to shit. 5 got really, really badly injured, and so we wake up at Kairo's headquarters at the school. He's in like ICQ, whatever, intensive care unit, ICU. And then we end up here, and I wonder, now the moment of truth, I want to know, this is like the one epilogue scene that I'm super curious about is 5's, because he's like, it's like, what's happened with him after all this shit he's done. Okay, let's see. So it was really scary. Yeah, no shit. It was really, really scary. Yeah, you just got stabbed, my dude. Like 10 times. But I believed you would come for me. I say the same words to the woman beside me in my dream. Oh, 7. I didn't think I could like someone this much. Oh, but your dazzling smile and warm hugs make me feel so good. It's a warmth I haven't had in many years now. You're so pretty, and you're always trying your best. I can't help but like you. It's as simple as that. Your open heart is so kind and beautiful, so I trust you. I know you'll come through for me. And if I survive, then whatever future is out there, I know we'll be able to face it together. He's just in his dream. He's in his dream. Oh god. Okay, anyways guys, that's it. That is essentially 5's route without kind of like going over the same sort of things that happened, kind of like, I guess, canon-wise for this story. So yeah, oh my god, so 5, I hope 5 pulls through, man. Like, I don't even know, I'm still very confused as to, like, why this is all happening, in terms of, like, why are we labeled as a traitor, who it is that's part of the coup d'etat. I don't know if maybe, no, 9 can't be part of the coup d'etat, because, like, he's saying within the phase headquarters or HQ now, he is like a wanted person along with many others, which I only assume is, again, the rest of our team members, and maybe part of like the Phantom Beta, which is 10's team, or maybe 10 just wants to fight, all the time, because they just want to fight. But anyways, regardless, yeah, so that's it. That's 5's route, kind of, sort of. Again, I will leave links periodically throughout the episode to fill you guys, if you guys want to get filled in on some of the choices that you wanted to see, or some of the scenes that I might have missed out on, or might have like skipped over just for the sake, again, for not repeating the same content here. But yeah, that just means the next episode, the next time you see this, we have 8 and 3 left, I believe, right? So 0, 4, 6, 5. Wait, am I missing someone? 9. No, it's just 2. It's just 2 left, so it's just 8 and 3 left. So I'm probably gonna do 8. Probably just gonna do 8, and then we will finish off with 3, because I feel like he's one of the last people who we actually have a little bit of a new content to explore. That last bit of chapter where we sat down with him with lunch and basically had the option to ask a whole bunch of questions. I will leave his route to the very end, just because I feel like, because of the slightly new content that we still haven't seen yet, it's gonna be a slightly longer episode. So yeah, we're gonna do that, and that's the plan right now. But anyways guys, thank you so much for watching and for expressing your interest. Also, the creator on Twitter had posted that they're doing a Kickstarter or a GoFundMe or something like that, something along the lines that involves this game. This is like a director's cut. If you guys are super supportive of this game, really enjoy this game, and really enjoy, I guess, watching replay or even playing yourself, and you want to see more content in the future from this game, please go and support them. They basically are saying how, like, depending on how much they are able to raise, will this director's cut of To the Edge of the Sky be a green light kind of thing, or not. If it isn't, if they don't reach their goal, then unfortunately they will not go ahead with kind of doing more for this game, and they will of course refund all the money and all the people who have chosen to give a donation to. So yes, guys, again, if you really want to see this, please go and support them. Go show your support, and I will too. And yeah, and I'll see you guys next time. But for now, bye!